Good day everyone. Today our team is excited to present our project Fluent Finance. Allow me to introduce the minds behind this project. Muhammad Ali Ibrahim, Muhammad Rafi Atallah, Muhammad Alimusa, me Hafizh Azrial, Rakha Anargya Wibowo, and Muhammad Rakha Arvansyah Rambe. So let's start with the background. Financial literacy is no longer just a luxury skill, it is a necessity. However, a massive gap still exists. If you ask the average person about investing, budgeting, and market analysis, they often find these concepts incredibly intimidating and difficult to grasp. To bridge this gap, we developed Fluent Finance. It is a mobile application specifically designed to combine education with hands-on risk-free simulations and progress tracking. Through our initial observations, we identified four critical problems that current financial education tools fail to solve. First is that there is a severely limited understanding of core financial concepts among complete beginners. Second is that there is a distinct lack of interactive platforms where users can actually practice making financial decisions without real financial consequences. Third is that learning finance can feel like a chore, making it highly difficult for users to maintain a long-term motivation during the learning process. And finally, standard financial education apps suffer from a structured flow. They strictly separate theory from practical experience. You will learn in one place, but you have to risk your actual money somewhere else. So, to tackle these problems head-on, our project established four primary objectives. Objective 1 is to provide highly interactive, digestible financial learning materials. Objective 2 is to implement robust simulations, allowing users to practice realistic budgeting and investing completely risk-free. Objective 3 is to focus on data delivery, providing real-time market information in a clean, simplified, easy-to-understand format. Objective 4 is to ensure user retention and continuous learning by embedding gamification mechanics and visual progress tracking directly into the user experience. Because this is an human-computer interaction project, we strictly follow a user-centered design approach consisting of four interactive phases. First one is to know your users. We started by defining clear user personas, mapping out the distinct needs for younger digital natives and elderly users to understand their unique goals, tasks, and mental models. Second is to develop alternative designs. We didn't settle on our first idea. We sketched multiple interface concepts and applied heuristic evaluation early on to catch and eliminate usability flaws before writing code. Third is to build interactive designs. Next, we brought these concepts to life by creating interactive prototypes, focusing heavily on learning modules, investment, simulation, and integrated AI assistance. And the last one is to evaluate designs. And we put our prototypes through usability testing, measuring core metrics like learnability, execution efficiency, and overall user satisfaction.
Alright, let's go to problem verification with the real user. Before restarting a building, we wanted to confirm this problem was actually real, not something we just assumed. We ran a short survey with 6 college students, aged between 20 to 22. Since that matches our target users, it had 19 questions covering their backgrounds, financial knowledge, and pain points sent out over WhatsApp and line across 3 days. One thing that stood out, we tested our tooltip feature that explains financial themes, and it got rated 4.3 out of 5 for usefulness, which told us that's a feature worth keeping. From the results, two things stood out. First, people rated their own financial literacy as just average, but the stress around making financial decisions was actually pretty high. So there's a clear gap between that they know and how confident they feel making decisions. Second, when asked how they prefer to learn, most people choose a combination of formats that rather than just videos or just interactive content alone. So the app shouldn't lock into one single content style. You can see at the first our primary user, a 20 years old female student. She's got some financial knowledge already, but she's already pretty stressed about making decision because she's doesn't fully understand the risk involved. She wants to start investing small while she's still studying, but keep putting it off since most content out there feel too complicated. So for her, the app needs to make risk explanation and the basic feel simple and approachable. Now our second persona is a 21 years old male student under more financial pressure. His literacy level varies and he's also stressed, but more because he wants financial independence fast. He doesn't have patience for long lessons, sessions under 5 minutes, and get frustrated by jargon. For him, content needs to be short, direct, and delivered through a video or interactive format instead of long reading. Now, based on all that research, here's the how the app is structured. 5 main sections. Home shows progress and portfolio overview. Learn hosts the education content. Lab is a practice based to try budgeting and trading without real money. Market shows trends and watch list. And journey tracks milestone to keep user motivated. And each sections directly answer to pain points we found. Learn fixes the complexity issue. Lab fixes the fear of risk, and journey keeps people engaged long term.
Okay, so now I will explain the main features of Fluent Finance, starting with the Home module. The home page acts as the main dashboard of the application. When users open the app, they are welcomed with a personalized greeting and can immediately see their current level and overall progress. This page also displays a learning progress tracker, allowing users to monitor how much content they have completed. In addition, users can see a portfolio snapshot and quickly continue the lessons they were previously studying. The goal of this module is to provide users with a clear overview of their financial learning journey and easy access to all important features. As you can see, this is the home page that serves as the dashboard of the application, which here we have the card for the progress, and below is the portfolio, and then below is the quick access to the continual learning to navigate to other modules. And then next, we have the Learn module itself. This module contains educational materials designed to improve users' financial knowledge. To make learning more organized, the content is divided into several topics, including investing, trading, and budgeting. By separating the materials into different categories, users can focus on the specific financial skills they want to improve and learn at their own pace. As you can see here, every module is divided by different colors, so it would be easier to actually understand which levels are they studying. So next, we have the Learn example. To give an example of the learning content, one lesson available is about how compound interest works. This lesson explains the mathematical concept behind compound interest, but it also connects the theory with the real-world investment examples. By understanding how money can grow over a long period through compound interest, users can better understand the importance of early investing and long-term financial planning. And then the next, we have the Lab module. After learning the theory, users can apply their knowledge in the Lab module. The lab module provides a risk-free environment where users can practice making financial decisions without using real money. One feature is the budget simulator, where users can enter their income, expenses, and savings goal. The system then calculates and projects their projectly monthly savings. As you can see right here, we have the total wealth here, and then we have the monthly income, which we can actually calculate uh, their projects, their potential monthly savings. And then another features here is the paper trading, where users can buy and sell virtual assets. Their transaction history is recorded so they can analyze their decisions and improve their investment strategies over time. And then the next one, we have the market module. So this module helps users stay informed about current financial markets by providing market insight in a simpler and more understandable format. Users can view market sentiment indicators, cryptocurrency watch list, market highlights, and summarize news. The application also provides explanation of important financial terms, making complex market information easier for beginners to understand. As you can see here, we have the sentiment of the market here, which is right now it's currently greedy, and then we have the watch list for each investment we make, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and also maybe some stock market. Also, we can see it in the market module right here. And then for next one, we have the journey module. This module focuses on tracking user achievements and encouraging consistent learning through gamification. Users can monitor their level, experience points, their learning streaks, and topic mastery, and various achievement milestones. These features make financial education feel more engaging, similar to progressing through levels in the game, which helps maintain user motivation. As you can see here, there is a learning level, and then we also have streaks, concepts, XP earned, and then yeah, so for each mastery, so for each topic, we have each of their own mastery level. And then yeah, to further reinforce the learning progress, Fluent Finance includes a daily quiz feature. Users can answer multiple choice questions related to the topics they have studied. Correct answers reward users with experience points, which contributes to their overall progress and level. Users can also track their quiz performance, helping them identify areas where they have improved and topics that require more practice. And then for the last, we have navigation and settings feature. The application includes a site navigation menu that allows users to quickly switch between all available modules. And then the settings section provides additional controls such as resetting paper trading accounts, resetting journey progress, and managing other general application configurations. These features ensures that users can customize their experience and easily manage their progress within the application. As you can see here, we have like a bit of a shortcut as a sidebar, and then here settings, we have configures your app preferences like money lab, and then the journey progress. Everything here is can be configured in the settings itself. Okay, so that concludes the explanation of the core features available in Fluent Finance. Next, we will introduce several new features that improve the user experience that will be explained by Muhammad Rafi Athallah. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Rafi Atallah, so I will be the one that explains about the new feature in our app that we've implemented. So the first one that we've implemented is the tutorial. So for the first time user installed our app, the pop-up tutorial will appear in front of the user screen. So what it does is that it introduces the user on what the app does, what's its purpose is, and also what each button or page do. And for example, like the second one, that is the home and habits, it track your streak, levels, and wealth. And also the market journey and AI helper, uh, it just explains what feature that the application have for the users. So the demonstration would be like this. First is that for the first time user that install our app will get this pop-up, and then if you just press next, and then it just shows you what the feature has in this app. and then there's a description where the most of the user uh, could understand. And once you get into the end, the user can click to get started to get into the applications. So yeah, the pop-up will disappear. So that's one of the feature we have implemented. Next is the AI chatbot. So the AI chatbot is also the most crucial thing that a user could have. The reason of it is because if there's a question that is unanswered by the app, then maybe the AI could help to get answer their questions. For example, here, the user could ask questions, or there is the one button that could maybe help the user what's the definition or what knowledge they have missed about financial or even business or even market cap. So if we click it, for example, the budgeting tips, so it automatically send a message that is what are some key tips for budgeting tips, and then the AI will respond with the answers for the budgeting tips. And yes, so this is one of the feature that could help many users in our app. And next is also the login page. The login page is one of the most requested in our app. The reason is that so people can get into their account, especially their digital money here. So once the user already logged in, we go to the settings to log out our account. Scroll down and you can see there's an account security section, which there's a button for logging out. So we just yes, log out. So here we have to put our username and password. So in for the sake of our demonstrations, there's no like backend or complex logics behind it. So once the user put their username and password, it just automatically created their account and logged in. So even though the user put like a random password, it just created an account for them, but it will not save into the database. So once the user logged out, it just disappeared. The data just disappeared. Okay, so let's just put our username, for example, Subaru, and the password is Natsuki. So we just log in, and yeah, we are successfully get into the app with the mm, with the default digital wallet that is 10,000 account, $10,000. So next is the user manual. So the user manual is basically the same as tutorial, but the difference is that the user can see it multiple times. For example, let's say that the user forgot about the paper trading, like what it does and then how to do the execution. There's an explanation for it in the user manual here. So the user have to go to the settings and then scroll down until they get into the user manual section. So there is the market capital, order execution, and position and history. Not only that, the user could look at the lesson and journey progress and probably understanding more about the app. So that's our user manual. So that's all of the new feature that we have added. Since it since our target user is most of all people, youngest adults and even elderly, we're trying to implement to make them more understand about the app that we made for them. So next is the user feedback that will be explained by the next person. So thank you everyone for listening my presentation for the new features. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Athallah Alimusa. So, before wrapping up, I want to share what real user told us after trying our application Fluent Finance. So, Frederick over here told us that Fluent Finance makes learning about investment much less intimidating. Level system, XP, and daily quizzes motivate him to keep improving his financial knowledge, similar to progressing his character in a game. The paper trading feature also allows him to practice investment strategies without real financial risk. And then there's also Ray said that as someone who is not very familiar with modern financial application, he appreciates the simple explanation and guide learning approach. The AI assistant feels like a personal companion that helps him understand financial terms and give him confidence before making financial decisions. So we can see here that the good thing is that both piece of feedback here map directly back into our persona we designed for the curious beginner investor and also the financially pressured student. That tell us that the design choice we made were actually landing to the right people. So to bring it all together, Fluent Finance is an interactive financial literacy application that combines four things. First is educational content, second is financial simulation, third is market information, and last is gamified progress tracking. So our goal from the start was to close the gap between financial theory and practical experience, because the disconnect was the core problem we identified back in our research. By letting users learn the concept in the Learn module, then immediately test it out in the lab or see it reflected in live market data, we want financial education to feel less like a textbook and more like something you actually do. So I think that's all for our project. Thank you.